Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022 is now out and available for you guys to go and check out. This movie is basically the same as all the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies, where a man puts on a mask and terrorizes a town or people with a chainsaw and goes on a murderous rampage. Now I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on this movie. Let me know in the comments below, what did you guys think of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down below, smash that like button for me and click subscribe, and let's jump straight into this review of the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. Okay, so Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022. What did I think of this movie? I mean, how do I start this review, and how do I talk about this movie without getting too invested in it? Because I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I fucking hated this movie so much. This movie is dumb and stupid, makes no sense, and it is literally cliche after cliche after cliche that I hate within the horror genre, that I just wish would die and just never come back. Like, can we not make a clever horror movie like Jordan Peele does? Like, people like that actually have creative ideas. Why do we have to keep going back to these horror cliches that are just so dumb and so stupid? First off, the characters. What is with dumbass characters in horror movies? It's one of my pet hates that I absolutely cannot stand within horror movies, is dumbass characters making dumbass decisions. Throughout this whole entire film, there are characters that continuously make the stupid ass decisions that lead to death, that lead to certain things happening where you question them. Why? Why do they do this? And there's no logic thinking. Like, people just stand there. Like, there's a group of people in this town that just stand there and watch one dude take the keys to the bus. There's about 20, 30 people there. He ain't gonna ever throw you all. Like, you just let him rock up and take your keys. What the WTF is going on there? There's just the main character, the two girls. One of them, the curly haired one, she annoyed the shit out of me. I was rooting for her to die in this movie. I really was. And when you're rooting for your main characters to die, that's not a good sign. She just come off as a snobby bitch that felt she was better than everyone else. And I just love how she didn't have a conscience at the start, and then all of a sudden, this random person that she has no affiliation with, no one that she knows, dies from an illness, and now she feels like it's her fault, and she feels like she had a connection with her. Are you fucking serious? Like, really? Really? You don't know this person, you have no connection with them at all, and now all of a sudden you grow a heart? What? Makes no sense for her character at all. Then there is a moment when the cops do come and take her, and they drive off, they decide that one of them needs to go with them. The son or whoever is related to that lady is already there with them. Why would you need to go with them? I don't understand why you would need to go with them. It made no sense, and I'm just sitting there and just rolling my eyes constantly. Just rolling and rolling and rolling. So you have terrible characters that I just do not care about, that make dumbass decisions. They bring back a character from previous ones. She has this whole motive of chasing down Leatherface and killing him. She gets a chance where she's one-on-one with him. He's unarmed. He's just sitting there. She has a shotgun. She has a chance to just kill Leatherface right then and there. Right there. You're done. It's all over. This is where the cliche comes in of horror movies, where they just decide to say, "What? What's my name? Do you remember me? Say my name!" Why don't you just shoot him? Like, your whole goal and whole mission was to kill this guy. You have the chance right here, right now. You have a shotgun. You have a chance to blow his head off, and it's all over. The nightmares are over. And you don't do it. You're just sitting there, say my name, say my name. And then, all of a sudden, when he walks off with a chainsaw to go kill these other people, you decide you're going to chase him, start shooting him there. Right. That's clever writing. Fucking clever writing. Then there is a particular character that gets a chainsaw through the stomach, gets lifted up on the chainsaw, and then thrown. Now, I'm sorry, but like, there is suspending belief, and then there is just absolute ludicrous, makes no total sense. She's still alive and manages to shoot him, and then talk and stuff like that. I'm like, sorry, you've just had your insides absolutely mauled by a chainsaw, and you're somehow alive. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Then some people get stuff through their legs and they walk completely fine. Like, I'm pretty sure if you got a massive rod through your freaking thigh, you ain't just gonna walk it off. The story is absolutely just a generic horror story. Like, they go to an abandoned town and then there's a guy there that just wants to murder him. That's really what it is. The kills aren't even that creative and cool. Like, they just aren't. I just don't understand why they were making this movie. There's also a moment where this is how dumb it is. This is where I knew it was just completely dumb. And I just laughed my ass off at this moment. He throws a fucking sledgehammer at one of the girls who is all of 5'4", tiny ass, probably about 40 kilos, throws a fucking sledgehammer at her, hits her square in the chest, knocks her off her feet in the air, and she lands hard enough to go through the floor, but has no internal injuries, and just starts walking off fine. Okay, that's where this movie lost me. That's where I was just like, what the fuck am I watching? The kills aren't great, the story ain't great, the characters ain't great, nothing about this movie is great at all. The acting isn't that good, and I'm just like sitting there like, what the fuck? And then the ending is so fucking predictable. This movie is predictable as shit. I fucking despise this movie. It is the worst movie of the year so far, and I will be very, very surprised if a movie beats this to the worst movie of the year. It is just absolutely horrible. Hated it completely. Just do not care for this. Why do we have to keep making these sort of movies and making them horrible? Why? Why can't we just have a clever remake of one of these sort of franchises that have proper characters that actually know what they're doing in some form, that maybe make a wrong decision here and there, but don't constantly just make bad decision after bad decision after bad decision to the point where you're like, I fucking hate this character. There's no growth. There's nothing there. You try and make me care for all these people, but you just put it in such unrealistic terms to where I have to suspend my belief beyond Fast and the Furious 9, which is a problem to where I'm like, I just don't give a shit about this movie. I laughed more in this movie than I did cringe or anything like that. When the kills happened, I was just kind of like, right, that's pretty generic. That wasn't that good. Okay, cool. Seen that before. Like, can we not just come up with some creative ways? Like, there is certain things, and I just... This movie's frustrating, and it's horrible. I don't like this movie. I fucking hate it. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think of the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe, and peace out.